Chelsea. Okay, yeah. Hello viewers, welcome to Hila-P Sports and Entertainment TV. We are still discussing what really transpired there in the Premier League last weekend. CBN, we are discussing about Chelsea. What really congratulating Malagusto scoring his first goal in 95 games, and also what really played out there, and also the debate I was telling you about. There was a debate who's supposed to win the man of the match. Some said that it's supposed to be Garnacho, that he had two assists in that game, and also he even without the game off the ball, he was really influential. But in the Premier League, at the end of the day, Chelsea, according to what the information we got, Chelsea on their own day they accepted Garnacho is their man of the match. But Premier League. He handed it over to him.
He was clearly the better player, the best player on the pitch that very day. So I don't understand
the way they
they used to do their ratings to give it to Enzo Fernandez. And it was shocking. It was shocking to everybody.
Okay, Crystal Palace right there at home, they drew out a blank, the goal 0-0 draw.
It's Brighton
against Brighton. That game, I was expecting goals because Crystal Palace missed most chances, and also Brighton as well. They did. Yes. They really did miss chances, but I was surprised that it was a barren draw. It was a barren draw.
Yeah, it's a rare outcome because this day you hardly see a match in Premier League that ends 0-0. Yes. But for them to play out a barren draw, it was. I'm very sure the Crystal Palace will be disappointed because they had a lot of chances like you said. Yes. So if I think it's something they will have to move on from and work on so that it doesn't really happen again, because when you get those chances like that, you should be able to take them, and they were not able to take their own.
I know you felt disappointed in this particular game. Aston Villa against Bournemouth, but they trashed Bournemouth by 4 goals today because Sammy was disappointed because that particular game we expected Bournemouth to give them the run of their game.
Yeah. See, when the game was going on, and then I was seeing this scoreline. I was like, what's
happening? Yes,
is this not Bournemouth?
But Everly, you said so that there will time they will start declining to their
definitely, because they are not a top team, and the consistency will definitely not be there for a very long period of time. They will always come to a point in time where they will decline, and then they will go back to their normal position. And as it stands now, that's what is happening. For them to concede 4 goals against Aston Villa, 4 unreplied goals. I mean, it shows that the future is not bright.
Okay. Look at that. Newcastle I'm losing their back-to-back in the Premier League. Despite they won the Champions League in midweek, they now came to Brentford and they lost by 3-1.
Yeah, Newcastle, like we said last week, they've always been better in Premier League, in the Champions League instead of Premier League this season. So we're going toe-to-toe with Brentford. I felt it was going to be that difficult, even though it wasn't easy for Brentford, but still. At the end of the day, they defeated them 3-1, and you just look at them and then you understand that there's a very big problem for Newcastle this season.
Especially domestic league.
Yes, especially the domestic. They need to find a solution.
Then Sean Dyche's side, they decided they had to do the deal, and they had to beat Leeds by 3-1 also. Right there, a lot of us. I think they're back.
Yeah, well, it's a process. Yeah. We cannot really say now that they are back. We're not really fully sure, but it's a process. And
normally we expected them to beat Leeds because these are like you said, these are average team, average teams. So those who are home are supposed to have the edge over the other.
Yeah, the thing is, it's in as much as we expected them to beat Leeds, we will still give it to Shandai because they had the opportunity. They have matches like this nature that they would have won when Angel was there, but he was not able to beat any of them. So Shandai, kudos to him. We just wait and see. Maybe if in the next 3 or 4 matches he gets 2 wins out of 4 matches next, then we can now come out and say yes, maybe they are back. Okay. Now finally, City beating the champions by 3-0. Right there, they had. Well, it was the match of the week. Normally, we expected it to be the biggest match of the week. Yes. But at the end of the day, it was a one-sided game. And oh God, Jeremy Doku is one hell of a player.
He keeps mesmerizing defenders.
Jeremy Doku is one player. I mean, since he came into came from, I think, from Rennes in France to Man City. if I'm correct. He came from France. He says he was there. We all expected him. We saw the his qualities,
Yeah.
and everybody felt, somebody like me, in my own opinion, I felt this guy is going to be unplayable for Manchester City in the future. And mind you, before he came to Man City, he wanted to. I think Chelsea was interested in him, but because he was, because I think Lukaku advised him
Not
against
to
going
come.
to Chelsea, and then he went to Manchester City. But against Liverpool, he was just unplayable. He gave Bradley a lot of problems. In fact, I think that game is a game Bradley will want to forget as easily as quickly as possible.
After showcasing his muscle against Real Madrid,
he got him like torn in shreds. I'm trying to find the right word.
What is yes?
He actually tore him in shreds. Like he was
bamboozled.
he just reduced his mark. He reduced Bradley to nothing. And then whenever Konate came in to help Bradley, he worsens the whole situation.
But yeah, there's a controversy in that game that the goal scored by Sean Dyke. By Virgil van Dijk, that it was ruled out. You know, but looking at that game, was the Liverpool player actually covering the referee? The pass,
I think the problem is, the rule says if you are in offside position and you're interfering with play. Now, interfering with play could mean anything. Now, I think the problem that he had was where he was standing. Van Dijk's attempts came directly from where he was standing.
Yes.
Now, he was standing very close to the goalkeeper.
Yes.
He tries to bend down so that he doesn't interfere. But for the fact that he was standing there, it was already an interference.
Okay.
So I'm sure that's what
and Liverpool have launched a report.
No, I don't think they are going to get anything out of it because I watched when I saw the goal. We all saw the replays over and over again, and when you look at it, you just agree with the referee and the VAR that he was interfering with play. Definitely.
Okay, viewers. This is what really played out right there in the Premier League last weekend, and we have what really happened there. Man City, we are carrying the day. Man City, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Brentford, all of them winning with at least scoring like 3 goals in their respective games. And at the end of the day, Liverpool also lost. At Man City, this is their, I think this is their 5th loss in 6 matches in the Premier League. It's a very bad one for Liverpool as it stands at the moment, and Slot need to work on his side at the moment, because if he doesn't do that, I don't think Liverpool might be in
not
trouble.
Even qualify for the Champions League.
That is a big problem for them.
And it will be very bad.
Definitely, we'll be back, by next week to discuss what will play out in this international break, because we are in international break at the moment. We'll be back, and thank you for staying with us.